Hey, welcome back, party people, to now playing Dying Light with your host, BC, the Brain Supreme, here at Alloy 7. This is going to be the final video of this beta playthrough, and the reason why I know that is because I've filmed it 4 times now, and my computer has crashed every single time I've gotten to the ending. It has nothing to do with the game. It has everything to do with my computer's setup and the way it deals with recording footage when I'm playing games. I really, my hat is off. Side note, to you PC gamers out there who make YouTube content. I was primarily a console gamer until the last year or so. I don't know how you guys put up with the frustrations of dealing with PC chicanery. Anyway, don't want to belabor that point. I do want to make some points here before we get to the end of this, because the game seems to crash every time the credits start rolling. And I know it, again, it has nothing to do with the game. As far as I can tell, it has everything to do with my recording software. I've had to use 2 different types of recording software just to get this thing to record properly. And when I don't record, I don't have any problems with games crashing whatsoever. So anyway, all that to say, basically the point I want to make, and I'm going to talk over this cutscene here because it's really just a bunch of grandstanding and people sticking their chests out. And this cutscene isn't really all that important. I just want to show you the guy we're supposed to be talking to, which is apparently the game's first quasi-bad guy that you're supposed to now be dealing with, and we're talking to his flunkies here who are giving us a bunch of crap for showing up to his camp, and then they let us in, and you'll see what ensues after the fact. But before we go in, before the game potentially crashes, I want to tell you guys that I'm really encouraged by a couple of things. One, just the straight-up parkour style. Actually, I did want to show you guys one thing before we show that. Let me find a zombie here. All right, so now that I've leveled up.
This is the last warning before dark.
Before dark. Okay, she's basically saying it's getting dark. So watch this move right here. And I can kick her across the map, and then while she's down, go for the head. Bow! Bow! And she's done. Like, those are things that I'm unlocking with the leveling that's in this game. You guys know I'm a consummate builder in games, those of you that know me. And if I go into the map, for those of you who have just tuned in potentially, I can show you the skills. I've already bought all my skills, but this is the skills map. You can buy what seems to be quite a few skills, and you know, novice, adept, and then expert. And it's pretty dope. Also got some questions about online multiplayer. It does not exist in this particular beta, but it does exist, and it is 4-player co-op. At least that's what it looks like when I look at the lobby. But again, I couldn't engage with other folks online for the purposes of this beta. But 2 things that I'm really encouraged by in playing this game. One, when I reached out to the PR team at Techland to get in, and really I just requested to be able to review the game, and then they went the extra mile and said, hey, would you like to play the beta before it comes out, before you get the review copy? I was like, yeah, of course I want to do that. And they were just absolutely dope in getting it to me. But what encouraged me was I asked, you know, what embargoes are there in terms of me sharing content? And they said in the, you know, in the message, there is no embargo. Go for what you know. Just please avoid some spoiler plot points, which I've done here. And I've actually gone an extra mile in keeping even minor plot spoilers out of these videos so that you guys don't feel like I'm showing you something that's going to be like, oh, I wish I hadn't seen that before I played the game. And secondly, I'm encouraged just by what I've experienced in play, from the leveling system to the parkour that allows you to get around town so much more easily, allows you to be tactical in the ways that you approach. Like if there's zombies out here, you know, if I stay on the high ground, hopefully I don't get killed doing this because I'm no longer in the safe zone, but you see the zombies are coming after me, and I have options. You know, I can jump to that wall over there, or in this case, I can jump over this wall. You know what I mean? The parkour really lends itself to awesomeness, and the leveling, I think, is going to be great. But keep in mind, I am biased. Obviously, I have my own personal biases. I was a big fan of Dead Island, which this borrows from fairly heavily in terms of the way the combat works, in terms of the way the structure of the game works, this kind of open world approach. But I've really enjoyed my time with this beta. I'm really hoping that I'll enjoy the PlayStation 4 version when I play the final version for review. Hopefully the PlayStation 4 version will be absolutely stable. There won't be a lot of issues. And we'll see. But we'll see. You know, I'll do the review. We'll see how it pans out. But as of right now, I'm very much hyped for this game. I believe if you're a fan of Dead Island, you should probably be hyped as well. Hold A to use the survivor sense to locate volatiles at night. Okay, yeah, no problem. But anyway, let's jump in here. I'm going to let a little bit of this play out, and then hopefully it's not going to crash on me. But we'll see. All right, so without further ado, we're going to go in here, see this cutscene, then we're going to shut this jammy down. It's kind of cool getting to watch this at night. Every time I've done this, it's been during the day. The lighting is just dope, too. I mean, the graphics are obviously toned down a little bit from what I think will be in the final version.
We have been friends for a very long time. That is why I'm so surprised that you would steal from me.
Haven't I seen you somewhere before?
Now I give you a choice. Very simple. Your right hand or your left? Left. Was that my left or your left? You have the look of the tower about you. What do you want?
I'm here to make a deal.
A deal. For fantasy, no doubt. Desperate times. And what do you offer in return? Your services? Your loyalty? Perhaps I should take both.
Talk to Karim. He's one of ours. Do what he asks of you, and Rise will consider giving your people some antizin. Understood?
Understood.
I don't seem to have a choice.
Perceptive.
Indeed. Uses a lot of Fallout camera anglery. For whatever reason, characters still walk like they're constipated in character animations. and as you saw, there are some glitches there. There was some lip syncing that didn't happen, like he was talking and his lips weren't moving. So it's not a perfect game, but it is an enjoyable game. Want to thank all of you for coming out and being a part of this series. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you have questions, please leave them in the comment sections on any of the videos. I'll be sure to respond to them as soon as I see them. Again, very encouraged with what this game may hold when we get to play the final version. I'll be doing the PlayStation 4 review again, and we'll see how it compares. I'll try to make some comparisons to the PC, but I'll always bear in mind that this is a pre-build of what I think the final game is going to be. But again, very encouraged by what I've seen here. Very excited to play the final game, and we'll see where it goes from there. Allow me to thank all of you for coming out. Thank you for being a part of this. If this is your first time here, I definitely encourage you to subscribe, as we do all types of videos like this every single day of the business week. And that's really all I have, friends. Until next time, until all in one is BC, the Brain Supreme here at Alloy 7. Allow me to wish you guys peace and Godspeed.